Hello, everyone. I hope that your day is going well. I wanted to talk to you about those times when you might feel like you're being abandoned by spirit or the divine. You're just not seeming to get any intuitive guidance, or you don't feel that comfort. And I've definitely had times when I've felt that as well. And I've learned that since then, it's not spirit who's abandoning us. It's just that we're not in a receptive state at the time. And there could be a million reasons for that. But I wanted to just talk about a few of them. And one of them is we're just too distracted. We have all this technology at our fingertips, all of these things calling for our attention. And it's like we're trying to go in all of these different directions, trying to give our attention to all of these different things at once. And of course we can't be receptive to our own inner guidance, because it's impossible to turn inwards and outwards at the same time, if that makes any sense. So try to take a break if you're feeling like you haven't been receiving any spiritual guidance lately and you've been wanting to, or you just haven't felt that around you. Take a break, go outside, put the distractions down, whatever they may be. And that brings me to another reason why you may feel less receptive or that spirit has abandoned you, and that's because your mind is simply too busy to receive, and that's actually very common. I still deal with that as well from time to time. And it's just a matter of taking however long you have, even if it's just a minute, slowing down and allowing your mind to start to slow down enough so that you can be receptive to what's going on within and around you. Another thing that could be affecting and causing that busy mind, sometimes we tend to overindulge in caffeine, and I'm not against caffeine. I like a good cup of coffee too, but just make sure that any kind of stimulant or anything that's causing that mind static, if you will, is moderated, is done in moderation. Another thing that could make us feel like we've been abandoned by spirit or we're just not receiving any intuitive guidance whatsoever, is our mindset around that. Because we're always receiving all kinds of impressions from not only the world around us, but within us. And I'm not saying we should be tuned in 24/7, because we're human and we have our lives too. But if we can tune out that outer noise for even a minute or two, longer is preferable, but if you can do it for a minute or two, then that's great. But our mindset does have a lot to do with it too. The belief that we have been abandoned by spirit can definitely hinder our ability to feel like we're receiving support and receiving guidance. But maybe it's us who has felt abandoned by other people, and we could easily project this, I believe. And another thing that could be preventing us from receiving guidance and receiving support is simply because, and this sounds very simple, and it is, but sometimes even I forget, is that we don't ask. And even if we do ask, are we receptive to what we're getting? And by that, I don't mean are we sensing it in some way. What I mean is we receive the guidance, but do we act on it and change whatever it is that we're looking to make the change that we asked for support for in the first place? Or are we going to continue to do what we need to do and then go back to them and say, why didn't I receive guidance on that? Because you did. And they can only act on our behalf if we not only ask them for help, but if we're willing to act on that guidance and meet them halfway. So I hope that this helped you in some way. I'm sending you so much love and many blessings.